to be doing all this extra stuff. And then a lot of folks don't want to pay for it. Maybe not people in here. Maybe people in here don't care about paying. They don't want to pay for it. They're complaining that they're selling it to them. Man, why are they always putting something new in the shop? All right, well, how about they just stop doing the shop then? Then what's your complaint gonna be? They go, we're closing the shop. We're just gonna focus only on the game. Oh man, they nerfing my character. Oh man, this shit need a nerf. Well, how you know it need a nerf? You went to the practice mode?
Nope.
You know how to get out of that situation?
Nope.
Do you know you can get out of that situation?
Nope.
Oh man, I don't want to have to be an expert. Well, you don't want to have to play the game.
Now, tell this guy he's lying. Tell him he's lying. Now, I've been listening to all the criticisms about Tekken 8 and whatnot. And I'm not saying that Tekken 8 is the best fucking Tekken game ever. But the game is not bad. You want to know what killed Tekken? Online. Online killed Tekken. Now, before you get out your pitchforks and be like, oh, this is just some random nigga from Philly and shit. Some random Tekken fan. He don't know what he's talking about. I mean, he's just some random small YouTube channel with a hot take. Nope. I'm going to break it down thoroughly. I'm going to break it down how online has killed Tekken. Not Harada, not the devs. No. The problem is really the FGC, but I'm going to break it down. In order for me to break it down, we got to go back in time. We got to take it back to the good old days. Now, for those of you who grew up playing Tekken, like Tekken 5, Tekken 4, whatever, back in the day, 20 years ago, right? Do y'all remember? Do you remember when we used to unlock shit? I bet you anybody who grew up playing Tekken, who owns Tekken 5, or owned Tekken 5, all them old games, I bet you got all this shit unlocked, just like I do. You played every story mode to get this shit unlocked. You played through Devil Within. You played all this shit. You played all five of those. You played all five of those agonizing stages in Devil Within to unlock Devil Jin. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. You played this game offline and you had fun. You had fun. You enjoyed yourself. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying, y'all. You did whatever you had to do to unlock all this shit. You probably customized every motherfucking character. Of course, I reset it. I data resetted all this shit. But trust me, man. Y'all did the same thing. Y'all watched every movie. I bet you if you grew up playing Tekken 5, you remember everybody's character epilogue. You remember every character ending. Don't lie. You remember every ending to a T. I bet you can recite every last one, all 30 of them. I bet you got all this shit unlocked. I bet you. Probably got an extra memory card, PS2 memory card, and every goddamn thing. Tell me I'm lying. For those of y'all, because y'all say this was one of the best games, right? What's one of the complaints we hear today? Oh, this is broken. The characters are broken. You think there wasn't broken shit back in the day? You think Tekken 5.0 wasn't broken? You think this nigga right here wasn't broken?
Get ready for the next battle.
Huh? You think this wasn't some broken shit? Huh? You think this motherfucker wasn't broken? Y'all know what this broken shit is. Y'all think this motherfucker wasn't broken? Steve was the most broken character in Tekken 5. Come on, I can do it. Come on, get that Gatling gun. How many Steve players to this day could do the old school Gatling gun? I'm telling you, my choreography be on point, but that ain't what I'm here for. Look. Y'all got all this. Y'all played this game offline. Now we play with our friends. Don't get it twisted. Because this game came out when the arcade era in America died out. It was on its way out back in 2005 and shit, 2004. Then one day, so since the arcade era died out in America, guess what happened? You know how y'all complain about games not being balanced? What was the most balanced Tekken game overall? That's right. Tekken 5 DR, which came out a year later. No, even though this is choreography, look how smooth the gameplay looks, right? Perfectly balanced. As balanced as Tekken could probably get. Smooth movement, sidestep so good. I mean, you can sidestep around the wrath of God. Like, it's ridiculous, right? But how many people really remember this game? Like, how many people really think about Tekken 5 DR after all these years? We talk about how great Tekken 5.0 is, but this game was the beginning of Tekken dying off. You know? How many people still talk about Tekken 5 DR years later? You hear more about Tekken Tag 2, the game that almost killed the series, than you hear about Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. No cap. No cap. Now, how many of you, and I want you to tell the truth now, how many of you finished the story in Tekken 8? The original story, not... How many of y'all even played any of the character episodes to unlock endings in this game? Yeah, but how many of you finished the story? How many of you have finished the story? Guess what? I didn't either. I didn't finish the story either. Why? Because just like me, just like the rest of you, watched it online, watched it on YouTube, so you didn't feel no need to play it. Remember in Tekken 7, we complained about there was no game modes other than that bullshit Tekken Bowl. Remember? Y'all remember that? But why did we need game modes? Think about it. All the complaints about Tekken 8 comes from what? Playing online. You didn't finish the story. Why? Because you've seen it online. You didn't play the character episodes because you've seen them online. So what do? You only play this game online. How do you know that Tekken 8? How do you know what Tekken 8 has to offer as a video game when all you do is play online to win matches? And then when you're losing online, you're butthurt about it, and you claim that characters that you're losing to need to be nerfed, or your character needs to be buffed. Nobody plays Tekken for fun anymore. They just play online to win. In Tekken 7, it was pay to win. DLC characters. It was pay to win. And Tekken 8 is just play to win. You see what the problem is? Listen to some of the arguments that you hear about Tekken 8. Guess what one of the arguments is? They got wall stages. Tekken 4 was the beginning of killing the series because it got wall stages. Like, really? Really, my G? So, what you want to do? What you want to be still? What are y'all, boomers? You want to still be playing Tekken 1? What you want to pull yourself up by your bootstraps? No. No. That's not why they're complaining about walls. They're complaining about wall stages because walls is just one of the many excuses as to why they're losing online. That's why I can't take these criticisms seriously. Yeah, I got my issues with Tekken 8. And guess what one of my issues was with Tekken 8? It wasn't the same as y'all's. It was that I thought the base roster was weak. Everybody had that issue, right? 32 characters is not enough. Tekken 7 had a bigger base roster. But guess what? I don't feel that. I don't share that same sentiment nowadays. Why? Because Tekken 7 had a spaghetti roster. What I mean is, Tekken 7 had a lot of new characters that didn't make it. Master Raven didn't make it. They brought back the original Raven. Shaheen made it somehow. Lucky Chloe didn't make it to the next game. They was throwing spaghetti at a wall to see what stuck, and a lot of shit did not stick. Lucky Chloe didn't stick. Master Raven didn't stick. Josie didn't stick. Katarina didn't stick. Gigas didn't stick, even though I wish he did. He had potential. I thought Lucky Chloe had potential, but hey, it is what it is, right? Aliza, once again, didn't stick. Didn't stick. I don't know why these two characters are DLC again. That's not a criticism I had. But that's neither here nor there. The only reason why y'all unlocked everything in Tekken 7 is because it didn't take much to do so. They didn't hardly put much in this game. It was low effort. You could beat the story mode in 2 hours. And you probably didn't watch that online. At least not before you played. You played it. Then it's the character endings. You can unlock all that shit in like 2 hours or less. Put that shit on easy mode and just run through that motherfucker. Like, there was more effort into beating Tekken 7 than there was to beating Tekken 8. Really, how many of y'all played through the character episodes? No, you didn't. It was too much work. You don't want to play the game offline. Neither do I, but look, I've been working hard lately, bro. And when I'm during my days off, I want to chill and relax and go out. I don't want to play video games during all my days off. So, like, bruh. And I've been playing Tekken for what, 30 years? Like, I'm not as passionate about Tekken. Like, a lot of y'all are younger than me. Or it hasn't been playing as long. Or you have, but Once again, once you started playing online, you never looked back. And now that you play Tekken online, you don't care about playing offline. You don't care about character endings, game modes. You don't care about that shit. You just want to play to win. You just want to set at your Tekken God Prime on some small dick syndrome shit. You want to sit in your mother's basement and say that I made it to Tekken God Prime with my main. That's all you want to do. You don't want to actually enjoy this game. You're not playing this game for fun. You're playing to win. So how can you say the game sucks if you're not even like really playing the game other than online to win? How you know Tekken 8 is trash? How do you know? And you're losing because you're not learning the characters like Mike ATL is doing. You're not labbing nobody. You just picking you just have a main that you like and you stick to only learning that one character. And don't learn nobody else. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. Oh, this character's broken. That character's broken. How many times I gotta say it? No. The heat system is broken. It's not the character. It's not so much the characters. And everybody got 1,000 moves. And, which is why you can button mash. That's the real reason why you can button mash. Because everybody got too many moves. And plus the heat system. But every character has access to these things that I just mentioned. If everybody's broken, no one is. Oh, in Tekken 7, I don't want to be standing around and blocking. This game fixed that issue to where it's fast-paced, exhilarating gameplay, rush down, crazy moves. And now you complain about that. Now you want to lick Tekken 7's ass again. Because now you want to be standing around because now the heat system bothers you. This is why, because aggressive gameplay now bothers you. You can't win. Harada can't win, man. He can't win. It's not because the game sucks. It's because you only play to win. You don't play this game for fun. So when people say the game sucks, I can't take them seriously. Because they're not really playing the game. That's why I can't say it sucks. Because me, I'm also not really playing the game. I'm choreographing. That's great. But I'm not really like planning. I'm not unlocking nothing. Just like the rest of y'all. Because I either don't got the time or I don't got the energy. And I've been playing Tekken for too long. So I really just want to choreograph and that's it. But just like y'all, I'm not somebody that you really should be listening to on whether or not Tekken 8 is a good game. I don't think it's trash, personally. I think it's alright. I think that y'all just don't understand the game. Y'all don't understand that this game was made to be more exciting. With the gameplay, I think the gameplay is actually exciting. I wouldn't play this game for too long online or offline. Because it's so fast paced and rushed down. But that don't mean the game necessarily is trash. I can't say that. I don't think Tekken 8 is a bad game. I'd rather play this than Tekken 7. I mean, I like Tekken 7 a little bit more now, but I don't know, man. Tekken 7 was kind of ass to me, bro. You know. But whatever, man. Y'all, it is what it is, man. Online killed Tekken. That's the moral of the story. Peace out.